And warm welcome to this task force committee meeting. As you know, our chairman, Dr. Nandakumar Kamath, has been keen in starting deliberations and starting the work of preparing this report on food processing in the food processing sector in Goa. Food processing has been given, it's a high priority vertical in the 11th Finance Commission. The central government has in fact devoted a lot of time, energy and funds in this sector. It is a sector which the government of India as well as the government of Goa feels a lot of employment at local, rural level as well as high-end industries in processing could generate employment. And as such, the state government had announced in its last budget that a committee would be set up, and an entire roadmap for food processing industries involving all stakeholders would be formulated so that views of all people could be taken and work could start. Accordingly, though it's rather late after the budget announcement, but a committee has been formulated and Dr. Nandakumar Kamath has been appointed as its chairman. I think this is one of the first meetings where all stakeholders are present at one gathering. And as we go on, I think each stakeholder would put his views put forth and they can meet the chairman and the committee, subcommittees appointed or whatever, individually give their reports and a roadmap can be arrived at. It has been with seriousness that a time frame has been allocated to us by the Honorable Chief Minister, who is the Minister for Industries. And the chairman is well aware of how quickly and how expeditiously this process has to be undertaken, so that necessary funding for whatever recommendations come through this report are done through the current, the next budget exercise, which will begin very soon. So it would be up to the chairman whether an interim sort of a report would be presented or a final roadmap would be presented to the government. But to start with, I think we should start with all seriousness, and I would request all stakeholders to formulate their agenda and their response, ideas and suggestions towards formulating this task force report. I would also request members to suggest if we have missed out some stakeholders or if some people could be involved and we could involve their views and get their views and all, we are open to it. We will send them meetings, we will involve them in the deliberations. But kindly feel free to suggest anything which would come. I would like to give you a brief background of what we are doing in Goa. Most of the schemes of the central government involve stakeholders, units or industries to directly apply to the central government, getting the state government recommendations. Very few industries have taken up the task of seeking such help from the central government. As such, Goa does not have a food processing policy of its own. Individual efforts are being done randomly and scattered throughout the state. This is an attempt to bring everyone under one umbrella, different organizations within the government under one umbrella, and see that a focus is given to the way forward, to the way we would like the food processing sector to grow. So please feel free. There are private corporations under government, there are cooperatives, please feel free to suggest what could be done, how we could work on funding, how we could integrate our educational courses and make them job oriented, or connect industry to our syllabus and education qualifications and students coming out. So kindly feel free to do this and suggest. I would like the chairman to give his introductory remarks, and then I would leave it open to him to take stakeholder views. Thank you.
Thank you. I'm sorry I was delayed by a very urgent work in the laboratory. You know that recently I declared a very important discovery, that is first time in Asia estimated 3 to 6,000 metric tons bacterial forms of gold, not just primary gold, which everybody knows it is present in the rocks and soils. So I was chasing that, asking Chief Minister to convene a high-level meeting on 7th of this month, which he has agreed. So this has come all of a sudden, and now I am moving to food processing, because this is also a very important opportunity for us for wealth generation and employment creation. Last month on 1st of December, I completed one monumental task of bringing under welfare umbrella people from non-traditional sector, when traditional sector, unorganized sector, informal economy sector. We are the first state in whole of India to come out with a traditional occupations plan, so that all the marginalized people, small caterers, food producers, pickle, papad makers and all would be bakers, would be taken care of. The government has accepted the report, cabinet is stamped, it's the approval of this report, and I am 1000% confident that the Deputy Chairman of Planning Commission of India will, in the 12th five-year plan, will substantially give Goa government substantial grants on basis of the merit of the work and also the social and economic message which it has sent loud and clear. I am an optimist, and I constantly study global and national policies and try to formulate at our scales of economy and our scales of governance. Unfortunately, the quality and the type of efficiency of the administration has been marred by lots of political upheavals and ups and downs, but I am not bothered about them. Whichever government comes to power, or even if there is a presidential rule, I am least bothered about it. So forget the political side of it. I have a blank check given by the government of Goa and the Honorable Chief Minister, and whatever we decide, we will chase those policies irrespective of change in the government. And I will be sitting on the head of everyone to get to see that wherever I am involved, whether it's a one-man commission on Miramar beach management or traditional occupations, I seem to it that I will follow it till the last, even by chasing it with the issues in the assembly. Because this is democracy, and let us see now why we have lagged behind all these years. I have a report here, because food processing is a topic which we are teaching, food microbiology, food biotechnology. I have done myself research and technology development in mushrooms and wines. In fact, we have prepared for the first time in India what is known as production of kokum wine, organic. I have reached 50 liters capacity, and we are maturing it. Then we will be sending it for chromatographic analysis in CFTRI for hydrocytric acid and garcinol, which are nutraceuticals. They reduce obesity, they reduce the problems with tumors and cancers. So this will be organic wine, and then it will be transferred for cottage industry level development. So I feel there is a huge opportunity. The food market in Goa is about 5,000 crores. You just imagine, we have almost 400,000 foreign tourists and 2.6 million this year, 26 lakhs domestic tourists. That makes 30 lakhs, which is twice the population of Goa. An average domestic tourist visits Goa for a period of 5 to 7 days. This is on basis of survey carried out by Delhi group. And a foreign tourist 15 to 21 days. Now you please calculate how much they spend on food. I am not saying Goan food. How much they spend these 30 lakhs people, tourists, on food. Besides, see the number of hotels, restaurants, see the cuisine, open the menu and go through it and see how much is raw material required, what is the fruit market. I calculated my own fruit and vegetable purchase and I was thrilled to see that I am spending so much on costly apples, costly exotic vegetables and all these. So if domestic level we prepare a budget of food items, you know that we all earn first to eat well and drink well and enjoy life. So that is the beauty of food processing industry. Let us first have a good introduction because I know many of you, but it is better if we do this work in a very informal manner. This is not a controversial or political issue. The industry is interested, society is interested, and stakeholders are interested. So let us start from you, sir. Yeah. Sit and introduce yourself. If government department, let us know which department or agency you are representing. If it is NGO or stakeholder group like any association and all, then please let us have a quick this one.
Sir, speak that direct
Okay. Sugar factory, Jim.
I'm Satish Tendulkar, Director
Government food technology.
Mrs. Bharti Desai, I'm from NGO.
All Goa Women's Conference.
All India Women.
All India Women's Conference. Yeah, that was my suggestion because I know you are selling counters. They get a escape their notice. So you are helping no? Any self-help group. Next. Most welcome.
Narendra Savekar, Chairman Goa Baghatia.
Most welcome. Yes, sir.
Martin Chaco, Assistant Director, Assembly Development School.
Margam, Navali. Yeah, sir. That was my suggestion. It has escaped that there is notice that you are more major stakeholders. Yeah. Yeah.
Law includes principal election voting forms of Manila, principal organization of food craft and
Design and Golden Honorable Secretary for all Association of Peace.
I'm Dr. Vade, Vice President, Goa State Industry Association, and the Chairman of Food Processing Committee, Goa Sugar.
Anybody else is there? This side. Yeah, why don't you take one of the seats? Yeah, so please join us. There are many vacant.
Executive Secretary of Travel Tourism Association.
Yes, sir. Please join us in front. You can sit here also. Proceed with the presentation. We have Dr. Sangam Koradi here. You know him very well. He is Vice President of Goa Chamber of Goa Small Industries Association. I would request the steno to take down the attendance as well as those who are absent today. You have done. I would request the member convener to send a notice explaining the cause of absence. First, this is a very short introductory note I will give you, but I would rather like you to go through quickly a very good report. Please circulate the copies. Quickly I will go through so that you know why we are investing so much of time on this and why all these presentations are required. See, Kerala has gone ahead so much, Himachal Pradesh has gone ahead so much. I feel so small when I compare progress of my wealthy state. We have to redouble our efforts. That poster, please give them sets of this. This is a very beautiful article in the Hindu Survey of Indian Agriculture. Latest one is 2010. I am just making few points. A general point that I will make. Recently there was a discussion about lot of wastage of food, especially food grains. And Supreme Court had also commented. What is happening is, let us understand food processing, even for the sake of the committee, at three levels: primary processing, secondary processing, and tertiary processing. At each level of processing, there is value addition in the value chain. Now, how much of that we are doing? We don't even have tangible data about subsectors, like what is the meat production, poultry production. We need to have verifiable data for this. So the subsectors are very important to have a look at. Economies of scale may be small in Goa, like cashew, coconut and all those. Some figures are available, but primary product processing, how much is done? Cashew processing, primary, secondary, tertiary. So one of the scope of the terms of reference is sectorally also I would like to go about it, and level of processing also I would like to go about it, and data quality and data aspect also I would like to go about it. And as recommended, and that is what I was thinking when I came here, major chunk of the scheme I would like to get incorporated through proper recommendations of the stakeholders in the coming financial statement in Goa Assembly, that is the budget 2011-12, and then put up a 5-year proposal. So we would take two temporal spans. One is, please think very solidly, because I have here, I'm a member of Goa State Planning Board, which hardly meets now. I have told them, I have gone through what different stakeholder departments, government department agencies have pledged. You are answerable now. What exactly is being achieved or not achieved are going to be achieved. Like some of these fisheries processing zone and industrial, all these things are there. They are not just statements. What has happened is we have lost crores of rupees of support from central government. Minister Subodh Kant Sahay came to Goa in 2007 October. I sent a detailed note to the Honorable Chief Minister, who had just taken over. And I said, since Minister has come specially in Goa, please submit a note, convene a meeting with him and put up a proposal, because they are offering us 74 crore rupees in 1 year, like food streets and all this. And then things happen very slowly. So to finalize the scope, approach and timetable is like this. Today we are having the first meeting, our next meeting will be in February. And that would finalize the list of schemes. Please note down. Dr. Turade would also agree with me. You can comment later. But Dr. Turade, I feel that certain specific schemes would go into this year's budget. And my suggestion is that we commit ourselves to finalize and prepare a interim report with specific financial recommendation, financial recommendations with specific subheads on food processing under the DITC, and those would be forming part of the budget 2011-12. So that is our first task, and my deadline for that is 15 February 2011. Is it okay? When the budget preparation would be all that? 15 February is okay. So Steno, please take down that the committee, the task force commits itself to give interim report by 15 February after holding another meeting to finalize the recommendations to be included in the annual budget next year. Now scope is defined like this. Now first two terms are rather of academic interest to me, because I had a look at policies of other governments also. Kerala government is, Himachal Pradesh, Uttarakhand, all of these, they have gone ahead with food processing policies. And there are some model policies also available. Vision and all these have become now very loose words. Unless there is an overall developmental vision, other visions for only food processing cannot be easily included. So the first 2 points, I will be personally working on the first 2 points and finalizing them. And stakeholders have to work more. Of course, these first 2 points will be in draft. I will be coming in front of you with those first 2 points of terms of reference. What is that strategy and vision? And there are details to be filled in on the broader canvas, that after we get the feedbacks, and also we will get ideas from today's presentation, aspirations, expectations. So we will have a sort of SWOT analysis today: strengths, weaknesses, opportunities and threats. There are hardly any threats as such, but market forces, as you have seen, rising prices of onion. It's very important for a cold chain in Goa, cold storage facilities, market intervention policies, and creation of strategic scenarios we are very bad, very poor in strategy scenarios. Director of Agriculture, Mr. Satish Tendulkar, will recall my conversation that much before Government of Goa initiated the process of market intervention, I had phoned you, sir, about onion crisis. You would remember, I was just asking him to intervene. But I am a small citizen. So we have to be proactive on this front. And please think with absolutely open mind. Just my specific request to the all honorable government officers is, we are all servants of the people and we have mandate of our constitution. Let us try to build a new model of democracy and good governance. That is why we are here. And please feel free what exactly you want in your sector to be done, what is your personal wish list. And if you have some creative ideas, please come out with them. That is also included in the scope. Please give creative ideas. Don't look into the jargon, what food processing industry website says or their schemes say. We can also think of some novel schemes. Like Goa is good in many tropical fruits. 60 rupees is the cost of one single Nirfanas. But 40% crop is lost. So ICR, Director of Agriculture, could just have a mini breadfruit promotion mission. You can have 30 different food process of preparation from breadfruit. Very nutritious food, good for health, full of fibers, minerals, and easy to cook. So why breadfruit is neglected? Then we have 30 different varieties of chilies in Goa, which are patentable, which can be protected under Geographical Indication of Products Act. We had been successful in getting GIP for pedi, and we need to boost this pedi and other Goan coconut pedi and all in a big way. So there are many loose ideas like that. We have to give them in a garland of practicable ideas. Then Bagaidar Sangh is a major stakeholder in horticultural crops. They have production base also and they have marketing base. So my sincere request to my good friend Mr. Zarendra Savaikar that let us please have your suggestions, concrete suggestions about how we can at all levels, cottage industry level, medium level, still further how we can add capacity to our existing infrastructure and what exactly would be your expectations from state and center. That's what we want. So let us now have immediate target of 15th February and then timetable is our final report. I don't, with due respect to our member convener sir, we don't want to stretch it for 6 months. Let us finish this whole business before monsoon, sometimes before end of April. I think we can submit the final report. My timetable at least is by May 15th. Is it okay? We will not wait till then. The whole state will go into election mode by end of December and maybe lots of things will happen. So it will be good for Planning Commission also because Planning Commission is finalizing the final document for 12 5-year plan. This is the penultimate year of 11 5-year plan and we have to do a lot of homework at state level to make a very solid presentation to 11th 12th 5-year plan. So let me now request the different stakeholders. First, Director of Industry, Trade and Commerce to provide, let us take agenda item 1. So, if there is a presentation ready, you can please proceed with this. And you may please take down points if it is intersectoral or cross-sectoral, like animal husbandry has to say something, or Principal of Home Science or some Bagaidar Sangh has to say something on their presentation. If you have missed the bus, if there are schemes which are already there and you are not aware of that, after the presentation you can raise quick questions and we can get a reply or response from the presenter. And a major question, major discussion will reserve for after all the presentation because that will be better, otherwise a lot of time will be wasted. Hopefully means I don't know how long it will take, but hopefully we'll end this by 5:30. So, because this is the first meeting and let us try to complete as much work as possible and set the ball rolling. So let me, who is presenting your first one?
Yes, such I would like to submit that the Directorate of Industry, Trade and Commerce does not have a separate a separate wing or a section for food processing, nor does it have a trust area. Most of our food processing industries come under normal schemes of the Directorate. And special assessment of needs and and requirements of the food processing sector have not been done per se. Most of our efforts have been so far have been talking to departments like the animal husbandry because of the meat complex, or the Sanjeevani Sugar Factory, or with Goa Bhagyadar. But as such, we do not have a strategy. I think we are looking forward to this. In the interim, we have asked the government to set up a cell for food processing within the directorate. That is one thing which will come up, and all requests which come through this committee or through member stakeholders would be processed on a fast track mode through this cell, and required results could be achieved. We are also lacking in the linkage between institutions of education, research and the industry. Maybe there are institutions like ICAR and the Directorate of Agriculture's Institute or Farm. There are food processing or food technology institutes in Goa, catering colleges in Goa. But there has been no linkage in terms of food processing. So my point is the directorate itself would look towards this document as a roadmap, and would like to set up and mold itself once a roadmap comes. I would look forward to suggestions from stakeholders, and even as the interim report comes, start working on suggestions which come at this forum.
If I were to ask you, do you have any database? Because I have seen now specific assembly answers which I collect regularly from legislature secretariat, which have mountain of information. In fact, it is such a huge body of information, especially in the last session, that one room would be filled with assembly answers and CDs and DVDs which government had distributed. So, do you have any data regarding point one, that various types of bakeries and confectionaries and all, how quickly it will be available? Is it uploaded or statistical information, not exact details as such, how many bakery? Because if you take these subsectors, let us just specifically Sanjeev go quickly here. Means, can we quickly say that taluka-wise, district-wise, these fruits and vegetable processing units which government has registered, milk and milk products, because these are the recognized units under which central ministry sponsor the schemes. If anything beyond this is there, they may find it difficult to fit in. That's why the ministry, your department works out specific thematic statistics using various variables like industrial estate-wise, understood, outside industrial estate, taluka-wise, understood. Because milk and milk products, meat and the Goa dairy may have only about suppliers and all. So do you have in PICE these statistics available, and will you take some time to process and prepare something which will help the committee? No, not like this, of their own survey, commission survey.
See, we have a list of what we perceive as food processing units, but now, which I have with me, we have around 80 established small scale units, small and micro units, and we have 10 medium and large units. So in the large units, we have Goa Meat Complex, which stands out, Hindustan Foods in Ponda, Bharat Edible Oils in Ponda, Universal Beverages in Panji, Nestle Usgaon, Nestle Morlinge, Philcorp in Valpur, Hindustan Coca-Cola, Godrej Agrovet and Marico Industries. These are large units which are using agricultural produce.
What about this microwave and those foods, these alcoholic beverages?
We have not listed them under food processing.
But they come under
They do, but then 1 or 2 units of alcohol will come here in large. But by and large, 80 small units, and I can give you statistics which are only registered. But there are lots of cottage industries which are not registered. Like many self-help groups, now there is a scheme for self-help groups itself announced, so which we will give seed capital and so. So most of these food processing units can come through self-help groups also. We were ignoring this sector so far. So if we start registering these self-help groups for benefits, then we will get a documentation of self-help groups done. Today the state does not have a authentic documentation of registered self-help groups. But I will more or less divide this list and recheck it and submit to you within 3 or 4 days in the manner you want, like whether it is agriculture.
Yeah, you give separately.
Yeah.
But you see, you understand the database requirement for understanding the present scenario regarding the first.
So the database which I have can be provided in 2 days. We have computerized all the data. The mother list is here, but I will get it done as per the format you would like.
So regarding the other 3 points, do you have anything to say that reasons for underdevelopment? What is your internal departmental perception? Is it just because of the lack of priority, or you say that lack of committed technical manpower, trained manpower?
No, that focus of food processing was never there with the government.
So it is lack of focus.
There was totally lack of focus. This is the first time that food processing as a sector is being thought of. We had not talked of food processing as a sector at all.
Earlier.
This budget has the first earlier. This budget was the first time food processing as a sector has been introduced. So we are working for a separate cell. Now this differentiation of food, because it's a vast sector. There is marine, poultry, milk, beer and alcoholic beverages, packaged, non-packaged, aerated, non-aerated. So it's a huge sector. It is a multidisciplinary sector. Never before has such differentiations been done in registering industry. So we may have to revise our way of registering food processing industry also. So accordingly, if the sectors are made, then it is easy for me to register it separately. So if you want, at the press of a button, I can get, say, a meat product industry, or a poultry industry, or a cashew nut industry. So these sub-sectors in food processing will be done as per what you think we should do.
What I am saying is that food processing industry is well established in the rest of the country. Whether your department has any time approached or best practices of registration as it is followed in Kerala. Infra is a big this one. Karnataka also. Means how they are going about this. Similar departments like your department. And has any inquiry has been made in other departments, Kerala, Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, Himachal Pradesh, how they register the units under FPI, food processing industry? Because Goa is a small state with
Now,
less administrative experience.
no. Now the central government has streamlined this registration process.
Yeah.
That small scale word itself has gone away, and MSME has come into being.
Yes.
So this units are registered irrespective of what they produce as micro, small or medium. This is the international terminology.
So is this followed in other states that
Yes,
which
yes.
are advanced in FPI?
Yes,
That's
it
what I
is the same method. We have computerized the method. I think they will, or people from Madgaon,
Yeah.
that is the only way we register. I don't know.
Correct.
What is the procedure in other states? Say Kerala. Kerala has Infra and they have dedicated food technology.
Kerala.
So can you brief us if you know anything
I
about
have worked in Kerala also, different food industries in
Please
Kerala.
give me mic.
One under MSME, irrespective of what the industry does. But now agencies like Infra, like we have Go IDC, we cannot have like Horticulture Development Corporation. Infra is a corporation which promotes food processing industry. Now we have multiple corporations. We have Horticultural Corporation, Dairy, Sugar Factory. These are all arms of the government which are promoting their own sectors in its own way. Infra, Kerala government has brought all these sectors under one corporation to promote it. Whether we have to follow that model, but I don't know. But our things are scattered. That is why it is very difficult for me to gauge. Like Sugar Factory has its own problems. He reports directly to the government. Horticulture Corporation reports through its parent department. Dairy reports to its parent department. Meat Complex reports to its parent department. So it is very difficult for the industry department to call them because they have their own sectors and own streams of reporting. What Kerala has done perhaps is brought these things together and the report and the promotion is done properly. Like we have IDC also, they are promoting in general. It is not that the promotion is happening only of food processing, there is no focus there also. So it is time for us to bring focus to this promotion activity, marketing activity, and help the stakeholder departments. And I think each vertical should be tackled separately. I think when each stakeholder, like sugar factory, meat complex talks, we will get a better idea of how to go about.
Please finish what you are saying.
Yeah, as far as the registration is concerned, it's the same as what he said. It's micro, small and medium. It's for all industries thing. There's no specific registration for food industries. And Kinstra, they are doing a lot of infrastructure development for food processing sector. And Kerala government has developed certain industrial area only for food processing with the help of central government aid. And around 5 or 7 such industrial estates are there. And their promotion is much more focused in that area.
Okay, the scales of economy are different because Kerala is basically plantation economy and we are not a very service
That's
sector.
also one of the another important one because we cannot hardly compare these two states.
No, that we are aware, but as far as governance and administration is concerned, suppose now central government comes out with a package of schemes and asks the state government to pass on the benefit to stakeholders. My file should not be written because certain things have not been done. In Kerala, they will take every rupee plus ask for more. So I want my state to benefit and no stakeholder should be said, no man, the scheme is there. You have not fixed pattern of assistance. There are some technical problems. You go back, you don't have single window. Come back after the report is finalized. That should not happen. There is such experience in the past that food processing industry has forwarded certain scheme to state government and they have not been acted upon and people are running from here and there, then it doesn't leave a good this one because food processing industry schemes have been there for all states equally spread. Isn't it? You can see the annexure and report where the money is going. There is no Goa figure there. That's why I was asking what is the best.
Anyway, it is better that we have.
Okay, we'll stop here and the reason is that although we may say past is past, the present becomes past after a few days. So I would request Managing Director of Goa Industrial Development Corporation, because one of the major issue for any new industry, any new investment is infrastructure, especially finding a plot, power, water, utilities, and transportation and other basic services. We would like to know from GIDC, Goa Industrial Development Corporation, what is the current state of infrastructure available for entrepreneurs?
We have about 23 industrial estates all
Yes.
over Goa.
You have prepared any presentation on this? You can start
I'm
presentation.
not prepared a presentation. I'm just
You are
telling
presenting
about- No, I'm not prepared a presentation. But I'll tell you what are the infrastructure
Yeah,
which is available
please.
in our industrial estates. Our main objective is to provide the infrastructure in the industrial estate.
No, you
The
don't
units.
see. Just speak to now. Do you have? My specific question is this. My question is, we don't want because we can read your bulletins and brochures. Please focus on. Do you have in your 23 industrial estates food processing units which he has registered? You speak with respect to their experience, whether they are working well, whether they have any problems when they conceptualize expansion, addition of capacity. Do they have and do they come to you? What is your relationship with say Nestle's or Pepsi or McDowell and all those type of things? You speak with reference to that. Plus possibility of accommodating small scale or whatever MSMEs and larger units in future, because we may say something tomorrow, we may come out and say we don't have land. Why you have recommended this? Ask government to identify land. Land is a prime commodity in Goa. And that would be the justification. While some people may be occupying and sitting on the vacant plots there, that is also possible. So please speak to, there is a list given, isn't it? Let us listen to your experience vis-a-vis what infrastructure you have provided to say, for example, Nestle. Are they satisfied with it? Because we don't have those stakeholders here. Indirectly they are represented through GCCI, GSI and all those. So we can't directly listen to their voices.
Most of these units like Nestle and all, they don't come under IDC. Only units which are set up in the industrial estates, they come under IDC. As far as food
So then we
processing,
have some confusion here because then that means outside industry estate also there are food processing units.
and even the units which are in the industrial estate, who require MSME registration, they have to necessarily register with the director of industry.
Most of the most of the large units which I have mentioned here are outside industrial estates.
Such as
All 10,
All 10.
except Marico, I think, and Hindustan
Marico.
Coca-Cola. Hindustan Coca-Cola is the only one which is inside.
we have no industry estate.
Yes.
Are you 100% sure? Do you have any separate list acknowledging and listing out various types of food processing unit which he may not have record or he may have record but you may not have record? Is that situation? Because
What we do, whatever units which come in the industrial state, we ask them to get the MSME registration. MSME registration means they are registered with the director of industry. Thereafter they come to us. So what I feel that whatever units which are there in the industrial state are necessarily registered with the government, with the director of industry.
No, this list could be exhaustive. His list could be a subset of this. So it is.
so do you have this list of enlisting? So please provide that list to us, the task force committee. The main headings would be these subsectors you which are listed in the agenda points. Please go by this. I would like from IDC a detailed list of fruits and vegetables processing units, milk products that just go to second page of the agenda and list out industry state wise North and South Goa district, giving the year when and also mention whether any unit is sick and closed down. That also should be there. Give employment, just like an assembly question. Otherwise, people get information using RTI and all that. So it is the same thing. I am committee officially asking you because that would give an idea. We can process this information. See, Mr. Director, we can add value to it. Understood. So we will come to know. Okay, this is the capacity.
I'll provide the list of the industrial
Okay,
state.
no, we want an exhaustive list. We need an exhaustive list. Plus, in addition to that, what is your present capacity industrial estate wise to accommodate similar or that new units? So that will give a correct perspective how much investment the FPI can attract in Goa. Otherwise, we can't send false signal under industrial policy to the
That is
investment.
what I was about to speak, but you said you have not speak all those
No,
things.
now that is the second point.
Yeah, I was coming to about the land.
Continue.
You said, see, we have acquired land in Chitok,
Yeah,
in
Chitok,
Kepe
Betul.
Taluka, Betul, about 8 lakh square meters. And initially, when we were acquiring that land, we wanted to set up a food park over there.
I'm
But
aware.
there were a lot of opposition for the food park, and they related it to some other procedures and all those things. And then we decided to set up an industrial state where we could accommodate all types of units. But within that industrial state, we wanted to make a mini industrial state wherein we will give plots to small units. Now we have not taken any decision that certain area will be reserved for the food processing industry, because it has been considered as a general industry.
We can suggest earmarking of major.
No, I am aware about that. I know about all the dimensions of that opposition also. But the problem is there is a huge gulf between what government decides and what local stakeholders feel. The panchayats and all. People are actually looking for a role. Income, revenue, employment. If that is assured, why some of the industrial estates are successful. Because Kundai, Madgaon, at least few jobs have come to those villages, isn't it?
Yes.
Berna, Lokrim and surrounding area, you see how many boys and girls are employed in those. Substantial number, but not high percentage. Because there are certain jobs only which they can take, not manual jobs where. So what I am saying is that you cannot close down that issue, but give a status report on that entire proposal. The state will please take down this, that the committee requests the concerned director of JIDC to give a full status report giving all the reasons why that food processing industrial estate could not move ahead and what can be done to salvage the situation. Understood? Because I think even government of India knew about it and a lot of politics came into picture. I know the full area myself. In fact, I had recommended government to take that area and people were at that time considering to support it, but then we lost the track and then lots of politics happened. I don't want to mention it. But do you think that area appropriate for food processing industry or what is your opinion?
Yes.
Yes, then state it.
Definitely.
We will take people in confidence later. Everything is possible in Goa if you have trust and faith in democracy and people. You see, when there are other countries consideration, we cannot take decisions, but ultimately the welfare benefit should go to the people. If local people see it as a threat, if there is environmental ecological problem or any industry, then they will think that this is going to be a more problem, not a better to have it. People are having problems with your existing industrial estate, groundwater pollution, air pollution, we know about it, but still things have moved ahead, isn't it? They have not closed down, industrial estates have not closed down. So there are aspects like industries of food processing nature outside industrial estates and industries which are already accommodated within industrial estates, and thirdly, proposed industrial estate. Now, what you are saying, we knew about it, but I wanted it official. So you submit official position on this whole chronologically. When you started a process of land acquisition, notification, then further techno-economic survey or detailed project report, you submit a copy of detailed project report on Betul or Etol food processing park to the industries department. We will study that. We will identify the bottlenecks, and if possible, we will go there and talk to the stakeholders and see what can be done in future and salvage the situation. Understood? Nothing is lost at it. It is possible, but if you say that the area is appropriate from logistic angle, considering Konkan railway route and the port, Betul port is feasible also, Sar river is very close, the plateau is undulating type, similar to Markai and Kunai, topography is suitable, and most modern food processing park can come up there, I can tell you. So let us go proactively. Please, how long it will take to submit this whole information? Within a week? It will take a week?
Yeah, in 10 days time.
10 days. So I think please stenographer, please write down that Managing Director GIDC will submit the information by 15th of January. Positive. On the points which you have discussed. You anything else to say about your IDC's experience in handling or locating or managing or helping in terms of utilities, water problem, power problem?
Apart from this area, if you wanted to set up the food park in food industry in the north,
What is your suggestion?
we don't have the land anywhere in Pakistan. We are sending a number of proposals to the government for expansion of our existing.
Did you identify the land and say?
Yes, sir, we have identified and we have sent the proposals to the government.
So please
But those are still are
include that in your report so that we know what is the feasibility. We can look at the plans, we can look at regional plans, we can look at what are the demands from local stakeholders like Lake Panchayat, Gram Sabhas, and try to link with them. Even I may have a separate meeting with those people. And I will go and speak to them that, okay, this is what we are offering to you. We will make you stakeholder and participate in this whole process. It is for your good, because ultimately everything that is good, you have to convince the people. But don't say that because politicians don't like it to open the issue, the matter is closed. You just send, let us actual report as it is. Let us see and analyze it. Understood? No, like you have identified. You have identified in public interest. I don't think you have identified in private interest. So these were genuine needs. Many a times, Goa doesn't apply the locational criteria which is consistent with Ministry of Environment and Forest and many other this one. You just show a land, the minister wants a land, he says, put this industry in my constituency. That is wrong approach. That is absolutely wrong approach. That is how the regional plan previously identified so many. Kunkalim Industrial Estate was supposed to be dedicated to handicrafts and other things. Then metallurgical industries were put there. So this type of wrong approaches have caused problems in gaining people's support. So they are opposing it. Why they are opposing? Because there is a mismatch between GIDC and your idea of industrialization and people's idea of industrialization. We need to fill it up, that gap. It is possible, I can tell you. We have to have a different approach. So please give us a status report vis-a-vis identification of whatever you have suggested, that IDC identify this North Goa, these potential sites of industrial estates. I don't know whether regional plan had recommended them. There is a whole chapter in the regional plan. What are possible industrial or micro industrial estates? Here the OSB is there. I don't want to discuss with you. But let us have a fresh look at it and see what are alternatives, isn't it? Because you can't go to forest area. Certain areas out of bounds. There are only few areas left. So let us see mini, micro, medium, what is possible. Okay, can you include that in your 15 January report? Thank you very much. So let us move to the...
Sir, even in case of IDC, now there is a, in fact, I don't know what is the status right now, but at Kering there is IDC land info. Now, whether it's
SEZ under SEZ
whether it's an SEZ or what is the present status of it, I am not aware. But that's an ideal place for a food processing
You
industry.
send a proposal. You, Bagaddar son, you take and manage that. No problem. Have PPP or some type of model. No problem. Local stakeholder unit, you have members in that area. There was a controversial plant, Aparna.
You know it.
Yeah. So what is local people, 5-6 Gram Sabhas could come together, work out a proposal, that horticulture area is there. You form yourself into a foundation trust or whatever, get all stakeholders, prepare a project report. Are you willing to take up this responsibility? That is what I am asking you.
Yeah, I'm ready.
So that's what. So when next time we will discuss, like this is suggestion, means government, it is ultimately decision is political. But you have to show the preparedness. Understood? Mr. Rodriguez is a very busy officer. You have to please make your this one because you take just 5 minutes. Okay, I'll give you an opportunity because that is regarding linkages for education. Linkages with R&D and education institutions. So, however, I feel that you keep an open mind on this, but we cannot recommend against the issues of local people. Committee cannot recommend or IDC cannot recommend. Because earlier there were some people are thinking of film city should come at there. Then somebody came out with handicrafts village in that. So there are many people there, but you have to see techno-economic feasibility and raw material supply, market chain, supply chain. So many things are there. So Mr. This one, sir, I would like to know from you regarding terms of reference for which the Honorable Principal of Science College and also from Polytechnic have come. I'm just going ahead with this point first because we have to go. Sir, in what way we can fit in the whole approach of this having appropriate courses to generate the necessary capacity and the skill sets among the local youth in the areas of food processing in these very subsectors, including food service. Can you send sir a separate note on this?
Food service, we are already.
Yeah.
Food processing is not our expertise.
Yeah.
Food
services is included, including that whatever processed food is that is service.
That is our only expertise.
Yeah. Catering and so what type of skill sets you import? Is there anything in food quality, food this one presentation? I mean, what are the areas in which your courses stress on? Do you have a certificate, diploma course or something like that in the compatible areas of food processing?
We used to have 15 years ago something called planning and food preservation,
Yeah, right.
which we discontinued because there was no response. As a result, we have dismantled that department completely and we are now concentrating on hotel management only. At the moment, we neither have the space nor the infrastructure available.
It's a central government.
We are Government of India Ministry of Tourism.
Okay. So,
And at the moment, we are let's
are
say,
you stating this
capacity.
officially or is this your personal opinion?
I'm here on official capacity.
No, sir,
So
what I'm
what
saying
I'm
is-
saying is official.
No, what I'm saying is there way out?
We do not have a way out because now we have increased our number of seats,
Yeah.
mainly because of reservation, 27% reservation, etc. We cannot do any courses in food processing now.
What is the role of state government vis-a-vis administration and running of your institution?
We come directly, we have no role at all.
No. What is the reservation for local students?
This is not in the context where Government of India, there is no
What
reservation.
is reservation means? Now the students who are being trained in this institution, they are all outside Goa.
We are Government of India, Ministry of Tourism, ours is all India level accreditation
So that is through entrance test they are
to
admitted.
entrance test.
So there is no specific reservation for local students on basis of any other criteria.
Anywhere in India there is no reservation because of common entrance exam.
Competitive.
Competitive.
Merit basis.
Merit basis. Thank you for inviting.
Yeah. No, you want to cross react to then your suggestions or something? No. The issue is that we want to strengthen, irrespective of what has happened is Union Territory has left behind a legacy of central institutions. And we have state institutions like yours. And since you know that if they are catering to national needs, fine, but then government of Goa is having this institution with specific purpose. We cannot outsource our things. We cannot send our students to Bangalore for giving the same training which their institution, if it is well equipped, can give. This is a policy which is wrong. So we are also trying to find out and troubleshoot and see, because Government of India would have to listen to state government's advice to strengthen this institute and also keep seats reserved for local people, local students. That is our policy. Because they should benefit. Their skill set should be improved. Otherwise, it is just an island within the state of Goa. This is precisely the perception which is being developed. So that Institute of Hotel and Catering is there, fine. But if the students get employed here in Goa, then their skill set will remain in the state. But if they are going outside, the state doesn't in any way benefit. Like NIO is there, NIO can very well say that they have nothing to do with state of Goa, but they never do it. They are also taking up consultancy projects, guiding the state, but they can say it is a national institution. So the problem is wrong perception which has left behind as a residue from Union Territory Administration. State of Goa has failed to assert itself as an independent state, fully autonomous to have its rules, policies and legislations. We are not asserting ourselves, that's why he is saying there is no way out. There is a way out if a positive report is said how it can be made a modern international institution, and in spite of taking the admission test and admitting students from all over India, how they can also admit competent local candidates. Isn't it? That is what the point I was trying to make, because we do not want another institution at state level doing the same thing. So that's why as a central government stakeholder, SMSC, that institute is there, MSNE. Now why it is there, sir? Why your institute is there in Goa? Why are you wasting your time in Goa? It is a small state industrial. But you have been conducting courses or not? And you are not distinguishing as Goa, non-Goan or outsider or anything. You are
only for Goa.
Skill based, isn't it? It is your full focus is on skill improvement and training. They have one perception, global, accommodative. He has another perception. And we want absolutely international perception where our economy, our skill sets benefit, we generate more employment and wealth. So if they say we are not part of it, we are under central government, that is not positive and direct approach. We have to see how we can help the institution to expand, modernize, benefit, and also try to match with our aspirations. That is what we expect from institutions like Goa Shipyard and MPT also. There has to be a sort of a crystallization of this view. You can be a national institution, national facility, but you should also benefit the state where you have occupied land. That is what I feel, that is what government also feels. And that is what we should think on the same lines, that okay, they can do certain things for Goa, we can help them, assist them. You can do certain things for state, anyone going beyond that for the country, well, you have to come out with such ideas. To the extent possible, government will support. So let us, do you have to say anything? Because I was trying to find out, because we have to identify who is there. Because these designations today in global economy are not useful at all, that I am only catering for hotel. Hotel is not just cooking and serving food. Hotel means you have a raw material supplier, you have to have rate contract with them, you have to source it from somewhere, there has to be backward integration, there has to be forward integration. There has to be so many, there are skilled people, semi-skilled people who are required, good quality control and so many things.
In fact, regarding this, we had just contacted to the principal.
Yeah.
Because today we are facing a lot of personnel, so there are no skilled personnel.
Bakery, confectionery.
So in fact, we have told.
You agree with me what I said?
Absolutely. Because we had told these people that you have such a project where the personnel or the employees can be.
Okay, you please submit a note. You please submit, Mr.
No, we have already given.
To their meetings, our MPs will follow, the Chief Minister and Concerned Minister will follow it with the topmost
But
decision.
they are telling that we can conduct short-term courses.
Let us see what is your expectation? What is your
We
expectation?
want persons in bakery,
Yeah.
skilled persons to be prepared by these people because they have already infrastructure with them.
Okay,
And
now you have a stakeholder here. Can you meet his aspirations? Can you meet his aspirations? Goa College of Home Science. You submit your requirements. No, Abnel is there. You talk to him, sir, and see what are his aspirations, bakery confection. Understood? And there is no problem. He can tie with Abnel. Government of India, Minister, the principal is encouraging this type of cross-sectoral, inter-sectoral coordination. Because this is a new economy, new century. We cannot, sit ourselves into this one. We can always collaborate. You submit a detailed proposal, what he wants, Goa Bakery Confectionery Association. Local students will benefit, skill sets will be developed, innovative ideas will come forward. Goa will be a food court of the world. So that is possible. So you people have to talk. You don't know how. तू ताजेकडे बसणार घेऊन तुझी प्रोफाईल असं पैशाचे सगळे गव्हर्नमेंट
There should be somebody
We
who
also
can
need
train
to-
this type of.
We also need to discuss on trans fat also because this is a major issue in bakery and confectionery products, and there is a ban of trans fat in many countries. So we need to devise some combination, some newer products.
See, I have given, madam, I have given a detailed 2-page nice food supplement report. Have you got it there? Hatun boy, dilam boy, circulate the photocopy.